many volume? Hey, what's up, family? Okay, so wait, this is a completely new setup, so anybody that can, like, help guide me on this, I'm new to this. So let me know if you guys can, like, hear, like, you know, hear the stream. I'm gonna try to probably bring it up on my laptop. I'm gonna try to bring up the chat just so I can see it. Okay, cool. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, perfect. Someone said they can hear clearly. Okay, cool. There's a little bit of a lag. I'm just gonna try to bring it up. Can I bring this? Give me wait, studio mode? Nope, that's not what I was looking for. Okay, that's fine. We'll just go with what we got. What's up, you guys? Welcome to OccultcatTV. You already know me. Atanu. What's up, you guys? You look mad sharp, bro. Where you finna go? Oh, that's a secret. Shh, that's a secret. Nah, I just thought tonight was a beautiful night. I would talk about my path. I think that, you know, I've gotten far enough in my evolution where I want to be real about the path I walk, right? Where I've always been transparent, but lately I've been going through a lot of evolutionary changes where I feel like why not speak about what I'm going through? I feel a lot of people are going through the same thing, and honestly, life has just been amazing and beautiful. I took about probably a month and a half leave, and you know, let's get as much as we can in this live stream tonight, you guys. So oh, that's where it should be. Okay, wait one sec. Okay, so yeah, let me know who's in here. Okay. So let's just keep going though. Seems the stream's up. Okay, so oh, actually, before I get in, no, we can wait a little bit. So I'm gonna do an unboxing as well on stream a little bit later, just like a little witch haul goodie that I thought would be really cool to just introduce and show people. Yeah, the Ascension. Oh my gosh, Philip. Oh, what's up, Philip? It seems you changed your your photo, dude. That looks so beautiful. How have you been, man? Yo, I feel that there's been a group of us magicians that have been going through this wave of ascension, and I definitely know Hecate has been guiding me very heavily lately to submerge and go within to the depths of my core traumas, right? And it's the more and more, wait one second, I'm just like making sure this, the more and more that I go into my core traumas and I start to delve within myself, I actually start to realize, and I made a post on this the other day, that it doesn't matter how much ritual you do, how much spell work you do, you know, how much in the know you are or connected to these deities, right? Truly, it's about the work that you put in, right? It's about the work that you put in to awaken and unlock yourself, because that's what's going to bring you to the next level. It's not going to, the spell work is a tool, right? Ritual is a tool. Candles are a tool, right? And we can use all of these things in our magical practice, but at the end of the day, it's going to be the work that we put in within ourselves, right? You know these beings are powerful, you know these deities are powerful. Um and I saw this somewhere else, but this is something that Hecate reminds me, is that, you know, you're powerful. You did everything. You manifested it all. You might have, you know, worked with these beings, and you might have, you know, they might have led you to things, but when you think about it, like, let's take the beings out of everything. And I guess this is something that a lover has been really conveying to me lately, where also we're going to get into a lot of things tonight. So let this just be like, we're ripping everything open, we're ripping it bare, and we're just, you know, going all in. So I hope, you know, I hope everyone's having a beautiful night. And yeah, so, you know, cheers. This is a coffee. I don't really drink, honestly. Sometimes when I'm just truly bored, I will get fucked up though. Like, right, I don't know how a lot of people view me, you guys, and we'll go back into the message in a second. But I don't know how a lot of people view me, but honestly, I used to be a partier. I used to party fucking hard, and not really drinking, but, you know, other things. And I also made a lot of music. I'm a musician myself. I'm not just like an occultist or an occult teacher. Honestly, I didn't even really choose to be an occultist, an occult teacher. I didn't choose to really take this role. I more was given it because, I mean, let's go to Thoth, right? Thoth, okay, when I look back at my journey, I can see that Thoth really respected me because I took my evolution serious. I took my path serious. I never, there's moments where I strayed from it, but I was someone that even when I went astray, I was still like, yo, what is the answer? What is the key? What's the next step? Like, whatever it might be, I'll accept it, right? I was always someone that strip away the illusions, give me the truth, right? And I could definitely see along my journey that Thoth really started to trust me as a teacher. And he started, well, not just Thoth, but Lucifer, Satan, a lot of spirits, right? It doesn't really matter the spirit, but I noticed that whether it be the whatever pantheon, the Egyptian pantheon, the Vedic / Hindu pantheon, the Sumerian pantheon, the Greek pantheon, whatever pantheon, I've noticed that I've been brought everywhere with magic, you guys, right? I haven't been all around the world yet. I definitely want to travel all around the world, right? But since a young kid, I've always been able to see these things. Like when I was in like, I think it was like fifth grade, like first grade. When they were talking about the Sumerian pantheon, first grade and third grade, actually, when they think it was third grade specifically, but I remember first grade as well. When they would talk about deities, I don't know if everyone saw the deities, but I was someone that I would see them. And lately, even a few months ago, I was brought back. I'm always being brought back into my memories to see the moments, but from a higher vibration, and really analyze and introspect to those moments that, you know, I had no prior awareness to until the deities brought me back to viewing it. But with that, anyway, I want to go into, you are powerful beings, right? Whatever you choose to embrace, whatever you choose to do, you can achieve it. You can achieve it because there's no limitations except for what you take on. And I've really taught this for a long time about, you know, dissolving the ego, right? Removing, not really removing it, not killing it off, but just dissolving it. Looking within to your epiphanies, and really through those epiphanies knowing who you are, right? And knowing what you're meant to achieve, who you're meant to become, right? Because that's, you hold the vision within your mind, right? As long as you allow that vision to unfold, as long as you, right, see that vision, draw that vision down into your reality, right, through your imagination. Because The imagination it's a bridge, it's a portal, it's a gateway between realms, right? So a lot of people okay, this is something funny, right? A lot of people they get mad at me when I say, they ask me all the time, do you dream? And then I'm like, I don't really dream. I more dream in reality, and I can see dreams around me and go into different realities and dimensions and dreams in my waking life, because for myself, I've already died, and once I died, it's like I realized there's no separation. There's no separate when you go to sleep, in a sense, you are just you could say hibernating. Like don't you know, take it for face value what I'm saying. Try to psychically understand more of what I'm conveying, right? Because when you sleep, you're closing your eyes and then you're going into the dark matter realms. You're seeing the darkness, you're peering into the darkness, and it's in those realms that you're creating your reality. So when someone says that let's go with lucid dream, right? For myself, it's not life is lucid. Life is lucid in every moment, and the more that I perceive its lucidity, the more that I perceive it to be lucid, it actually starts to be recreated into this reality, my thoughts, my awareness, my feelings, right? So once you can start to, you know, gain that lucidity, that lucid awareness, yeah, some people they're more dreamers, right? They're really good at dreaming, right? For myself, I'm not really a dreamer. I'm more of a claircognizant individual. So for me, I more download the information, right? And then from me downloading it in my waking life, I'm then just kind of reading into the dreams. I'm going into the dreams. So it's really any dreamer, if like Neuron, what's up, Neuron? I get what you're. Neuron says I get what you're saying. Yeah, so it's any dreamer. Say if you're someone that dreams, if you just take what I said and you try to shift your perception and you don't even fall asleep at night, but instead meditate yourself to sleep, you'll see yourself go into the dreams, but it's gonna feel weird because if you're not used to it, it's gonna feel like you're leaving your body, like your body's gonna start to like vibrate, and if you're like aware to your subtle energies or the psychic body, then that's gonna be what will leave, right? Some people, myself in the beginning, right? I used to like, I'm trying to like vibe out I'm like trying to force the vibration, but it's not about that. It's in the beginning, I really don't think people understand it in the beginning, until they really take themselves out of the picture. You know what I mean? It's the ego will limit us and perceive this is astral projection, when it's like your soul does not call it astral projection. It's, if anything, it's just memory. You're remembering something that already happened, and then you're just being receptive to it. And if we look at it at the grand scale, that's all reality is. People try way too hard in life. I'm going to say it now and then I'll break it down throughout the stream, right? But an advanced way to look at life as a practitioner, especially an occultist, is bite the glass, jump into the abyss, and know that life is already done. Life is already created. Everything around you was always meant to be shaping you in each and every moment as you walk that divine cosmic bridge, as you embrace that subtle awareness of who you are, and you're always listening to the self that is within, right? So live within the end of the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and it's by living within the end and taking on that vibration just like you would any other archetype, right? Whether it be a soccer player, whether it be a millionaire, whether it be a witch, an occultist, a famous person. These are all archetypes, right? So instead of taking an archetype, you know, like let's go with Israel Adesanya, an MMA professional, right? You can instead take an archetype and then you can strip the archetype of the ego of what it is, and then you can put yourself over that archetype. See that in your mind. What does a millionaire look like? What do they do? Honestly, usually millionaires don't work as hard as other individuals, so they have more energy. They conserve their energy. I see myself as a millionaire smoking a cigar. That's my future, living in the end, within the now. That's me smoking a cigar is my trigger to pull that vibration from the future into the now and embody that. Because every time that I'd come back from meeting with my future self, right, meditating on that, imagining it, visualizing it, feeling it. I'm not even creating it. I'm feeling it. It's already done, right? So I'm just pulling that being into the now and just embracing it. My future self always came to me in suits. Am I a suit wearer? Fuck it. I'll wear a suit, right? So I was just merely listening to, you could say, a more expansive version of myself, a greater version of myself, right? And then it's as I pulled that into the now, I smoke cigars sometimes. Why? What's the benefit of a cigar? I mean, Belial likes cigar offerings. Azazel likes, he always used to like cigarettes. Now I give him like anti-nicotine cigarettes that have herbs in it. Really good. I'll let you guys know the brand later on. What is it? Klonek likes cigars. Mammon likes cigars. Bael likes cigars. Right? So there's this constant theme of demon kings, really wealthy, powerful beings liking cigars. So what is in the cigar? Dopamine. When you smoke a cigar, you get dopamine. You get testosterone, right? When you get dopamine, this actually, I know this from, smoking cigarettes like a lot in my past, right? When you have dopamine, you imagine things better. So when you are in ritual, or even like wherever you are, smoking down the street, maybe you're at a cigar bar, if you're smoking a cigar and imagining your reality, you actually start to empower it with the cigar, right? I'm not endorsing smoking whatever the fuck, but these are just like, facts. It's the same thing when, like, I don't drink alcohol, but I know that when I do, say, drink a wine that I've given to Hecate or another being as an offering, I I know that makes me feel a certain way, and then I feel more creative. Life actually, when I drink, life feels more like a dream. I can see why people get so caught up in alcohol, like just drinking all the time. You can get lost in that, definitely. Um so you guys feel free to ask questions about the occult as well. I know, like, a lot of people have told me, like, they would rather listen in the streams, right? Because they just like what I say. But, like, truly, if you guys are having, well, maybe the fact no one, like, feels the need to ask questions, like, their lives are going good, and that's really that's amazing. That's amazing. But if you feel like asking a question, like, maybe that's challenging you about, like, about life, or about magic, or about, the occult, like, what's something that you guys want to learn? Because I do consultations a lot, and I learn a lot through the consultations. But then it's also, I want to see what's on the collective's mind. Because for myself, I look at, I'm an emissary of the divine, right? I'm someone that's trying to merge the divine with this reality, bring it into the physical through the mastery of myself, right? Through myself being a conduit. And I think that sometimes the deities don't understand what we're going through, right? So I know that I've been going through a lot of changes, right? So if you guys have any questions on consciousness, evolution, growth, I would love to cover that tonight. Anything you guys got, throw it my way. Let's get into this. Oh, most definitely, Philip. Oh, what's up, fam? Dude. Um Oh, wait, look at, oh, Philip, that was you that said look and fly. Thank you for that, Philip. I just saw that now. I'm waiting on my laptop to charge before I go live myself. Saphira the Crone. What's up, Saphira? I don't know if you're here still, but what's up, Saphira? I hope you have a beautiful live. May you know, I feel like everyone has different intentions with live streams, but may whatever is meant come your way. Right? If you're you know, cuz tonight I'm kind of, I don't know, it's a lot of different things. But embrace your path, embrace your destiny, and become who you're meant to be. Continue with the path. Cuz honestly at the end of the day, that's what I want. You know what I mean, guys, make your YouTube channels, make Instagram posts, you know, get yourself out there. Through putting yourself out there, like, guys, don't even fucking watch my shit. I don't even fucking care, you know what I mean? I'm here for, you know, if you want me, you know what I mean? It's all if you want, you guys. But truly at the end of the day, embrace your path and embrace who you're meant to become, embrace what you're meant to achieve. Because you are the one creating your own reality at the end of the day. So, hey, what's up, Conscious Identity? What's up, fam? I remember you from a few lives ago. But yeah, guys, feel free to ask questions. So I feel like we've already kind of got into a lot already. I'm gonna talk a little bit about my path and where I've been. If I see any questions, I'll answer them after, like, in between segment wise, because there is a lot that needs to be said. And it was just 222 as I said that, actually. Whoa, my camera just jumped. That was so weird. That was like a time warp. It was 2223, and then it just jumped, and I saw it like the moment I looked at it, and then jumped to 2233, but it doesn't, that doesn't make sense. Like, the numbers don't go that way. So that was, to see that was very strange. So I'm just gonna keep going. But it was 222. I saw the two. Anybody that's old, or, you know, that's viewing this, and you guys have been tuning into the stream for a long time, we used to do push-ups all the time. So honestly, it's 222. I'm gonna go do 22 push-ups. I'm gonna be back in a minute. See you guys soon. Okay. Woo! Okay, cool. What was the expect with the sphere of Thagirion? That's my boy. That's my boy Philip. Thank you for that question. Let's get into this. Okay, so I'm going to, Philip, I'm gonna start the story, and then as we lead into the story, your question will be answered. And I really value your question, Philip. Thank you for that, because it all ties into the topic tonight. The focus is myself, and to grow my channel, but at the same time it's to teach you guys about the true will. The best teachers aren't the ones that are always studying, but the ones that are embracing the path. I'm someone that did not get into this path trying to be an academic or trying to be a ceremonial magician in the beginning, but then I started to realize the difference between an armchair occultist and a ceremonial magician, right? Because for those that have initiated through this path, right? And Philip, you're someone that walks this path, so I'm sure you definitely understand what I'm talking about. I'm still like coming back from the Oh, from the push-ups. Okay, so 1 second. So, the cliff off, right? This is something that, unless you are aware of this initiatory system, it's gonna seem like insanity. It's gonna not make sense whatsoever. And I want to say that I have a friend, right? And she was going through the abyss. Actually, she's more than a friend. She's a lover. Also, I guess I'm shattering realities right now. So, I do have multiple girlfriends. I guess they're gonna find out through this stream, through this podcast. Fuck it, whatever. But I've always been open that I'm someone that needs to be with multiple lovers, and that's something that I had to actually come to face with as I was going through the cliff off, because this system, what it does is it sheds a lot of layers of illusion that you attach yourself to, right? So one of the layers of illusion that I might have attached to in the beginning would be O'Shea, right? Just seeing myself as just O'Shea. And that's because I wouldn't allow myself to expand further to know that I am a Tanu, right? I am my Daemon. Your Daemon is a being that thrives on your cellular memory, right? So we have the memories of this life, right? But for anybody that has walked this path, hey, what's up, G Jome? What's up, fam? Hey, what's up, Jessica? What's up, family? Occultcat fam. We got the fam in the building. We got a lot of fam, actually. Okay, so the Daemon is what you awaken as you walk the path of the night side. And Philip, so I'm going to answer your question, and then I'm going to get to the beginning of the path, and then just start to explain it from there. So when you're in Thagirion, right, this is where I didn't realize it when I was going through it, because I was more intuitively going through it than actually logically going through it. And I noticed the difference between people that try to initiate through things they're not ready for yet, and then those that are just taking the natural flow. When it comes to the cliff off, when it comes to working with these spirits, right, go with the natural flow of who you're meant to become. Don't become power hungry. Don't become something that you're not. Please don't be a fucking edgelord. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of traumatized people keep projecting trauma of the ancients, and the ancients are like, they're nothing what a lot of people think they are. They're just real. They're real beings, real people, and they're your family if you choose for them to be. And it's about, understanding the way that those realms work. So a way that you can understand how that realm works is actually by embracing your Daemon. So, Philip, it was actually in this sphere, as you asked this question, or what was your expected? Wait, what was expected with the sphere of Thagirion? You encounter your Daemon. I didn't expect anything. I didn't know. But when I heard the voice of my Daemon and I started to say it, I started to embody it, and it didn't feel like any other being, right? It didn't feel like Belial, and it didn't feel like Satan. It didn't feel like Horus, and it didn't feel like Thoth. It felt like me. It felt like who I was. And I didn't know this until later on, but it was a familiar feeling, right? And this is the thing that a lot of people don't understand, that when you're walking this path, so many dimensions are colliding all at once. And I also want to quote Jeremiah. One time he said something, and this it's just coming to mind. Universal Mastery, right? Jeremiah. He said something, I'm butchering it a little bit, but he said something along the lines of, the abyss or the void, forgot which one, was all dimensions colliding at once. And when he said that, That made so much sense in my mind because everything feels as if it's just one unified thing happening all at once, right? So that perception also is going to be different based off the level of ascension that you're at. So if, say, you're someone that's in Thagirion, that sphere, this is where you're stepping into your daemon, right? This is when you're actually starting to embody that, and this is when you first encounter that God, that deific force that is pushing you forward through this lifetime, right? So now when I see my daemon, I see it, okay, right now I see it behind me. It's sitting on a throne, and then from me imagining it and focusing on it and visualizing it, I start to tap into that aspect of myself that lays beyond time itself, right? Because we live in this light illusion. We live in this light matrix. One second. Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay, so we live in this light illusion. We live in this simulated reality, this game, right? And as we are playing this game, we chose to place ourselves in this game. I, as O'Shea, did not place myself into this game, right? Because O'Shea is, my mom named me O'Shea, right? My school called me O'Shea. I am O'Shea. I know I'm O'Shea, right? Like, I'm not attaching myself to another being. I'm choosing to embrace my own truths, and in the discovery of myself, what I also realized was I am a Tanu, right? So as I'm a Tanu, I awaken this aspect of myself through listening to my soul. I'm going to say that again because that's very important that you guys hear this. I was able to hear the name Atanu. I was able to be receptive to it because I was listening to my soul. It's in Thagirion that you will hear the whispers of your daemon, that you will hear the whispers of your soul telling you who you are. You will as well start to step into magic, right? Your life will start to become more magical, more powerful, because it was the sphere before this. Whether it be your first go around at Thagirion or you're about to go through Thagirion before the crossing of the abyss, right? It's in this first sphere, or I'm so sorry, it's in this sphere before that, Bael's sphere, right? Working with Baal, this is where we take on magic itself. This is where we are starting to learn spell work from the night side. We are no longer, performing magic, needing to perform it, but instead we are now becoming magic itself. So, right, so when we go through Bael's sphere, is it Gob Shablah? The logical aspect, I'm more of an intuitive user, right? So, go through that sphere, then we go into Thagirion, where then you're now mastering the Goetia. You're working with the Goetia heavily, and the spirits are starting to listen to you like, what do you need, right? Command me to do something, right? Send me out. What can I help you with, right? And this is where you start to work with Belphegor, and through working with Belphegor, he will then start to guide you and move you forward through that sphere. So you should commune with Belphegor as you're going through the sphere of Thagirion, because he will be an initiator and a guide showing you how to get through it. A lot of people are like, I had such a hard time or a bad experience, I didn't understand what I was, going through. And then I'm like, did you talk to Belphegor? Did you talk to any of the spirits as you were going through it? No, I kind of just worked my 9 to 5 and I just did nothing and just, I just was lazy. Well, no fucking shit, you don't know what's going on, right? Because you have to understand what you're going through. You have to understand what's going on, right? You have to put yourself into the know through being receptive to the current of energy as it guides you. This is also what being psychic is, trying to be more clairvoyant. It's not about egotistically or logically thinking I am here, or this is the being I'm working with, but more being receptive to that spirit and that energy to guide you and show you how to get through that. You're also going to learn networking, which is something, it was kind of funny. This is something I heavily learned. And as I said that, it was 555, my number for Azazel as well, was networking while in this sphere. Because you're networking with, different deities. You're networking with, different people, trying to just understand things. Which it's actually very synchronistic that we got 555 and then Azazel's number. Because if someone is in Thagirion, they're halfway through the tree of life and death. Right? So Azazel is an emissary of Thamael, right? He is a Thamael god, such as well Lucifer. So working with these spirits, they will get you to Thamael, working with Satan as well. Belial, Hecate. Hecate is a very heavy initiator and guide when it comes to working with the demonic gatekeepers as well. When it comes to the Clifothic and Nightside path, truly, we are working with the Infernal Divine and the emissaries of the Infernal, right? So we're working with a lot of, you could say, dark matter spirits that thrive in this negative polarity. So they're going to function completely different than a lot of other beings. And that's also why a lot of this stuff is initiatory knowledge in general, because the more that you're brought into the night side, it's not just like a club where it's like, oh, sorry, you can't enter. The way that you're brought into the night side is the initiations, the gang initiations, you know what I mean? They're beating the fuck out of your psyche. They're killing you, not them, the spirits, but in a sense, when you're going through this initiatory system, it's an initiation. You have to understand what you're getting into, what you're going through, because what lays on the other side is immense power, is immense growth, is immense healing, evolution, right? It's like being a wise man. They say no one wants to be a wise man, right? You have to trick them into being a wise man. It's in that same way. I didn't really know what I was going through, went through about half of it, then got to the abyss where I was then like, oh wow, this is an insane ride. It feels like a roller coaster. I just feel like I got off the roller coaster, right? For myself, I'm a magician that's at Thamael, and I started to ground and solidify that experience, bringing my empire into this reality, and I really started to notice the difference between just going through the tree, and then once you're done, you're just out. But at the same time, it's about understanding the mindset that the tree is all around you, right? That the abyss is all around you, the void is all around you. So it's about having a focused mind, a focused awareness and intention. It's like even more now I have to be focused on the things that matter in my life, because as a magician with so much power, right? It's that if I focus on depression, then I feel depressed. If I focus on the reality I desire to create where I'm joyful, I wouldn't say happiness, because happiness isn't the point. But if I focus on the reality I desire, I'm just funneling all that energy into that reality, right? And that's the thing. We take on so many different tools to build ourselves while we're in the night side, right? And then it's these tools that we can then draw down through our imagination, right? Such as vampirism. And then we can use that tool to then gain energy, especially if you use it in a source way, a source manner, to then ascend and start to evolve, where you then are able to, you could say, take over this reality. But in the sense that, I'll use a quote with Bad Omens singer Noah Sebastian. He said, I wanted to bend reality to my will with music, right? So he makes music to bend reality to his will. Thoughts, vibrations, frequencies. These are all things that we use to create our reality. So it makes sense that this metal screamer, this metal singer, uses his music to manipulate reality, because this band, guys, like this band beyond belief, they got 666 in their bio on YouTube. They've had a lot of hits. He's definitely someone that, says what he does what he says, right? So truly, this life is about creating the reality in which you desire. And that's why so many people want to accumulate and develop, money. Why people care so much about money, or why people care, about love and finding the right love. And I just want to throw that out there, that guys, these are things that I've manifested a lot of lovers for people, like a lot of raising of the bride situations, but then as well also a lot of relationships. And this is something that I do in forms of spell work. I don't it's no form of manipulation. I don't like love spells, right? I don't, and I want to actually reframe and redefine love in the occult community, because I think a lot of people don't understand love in the occult, and a lot of people, they manipulate and they use these spirits and they use these beings like Asmodee in such a negative way, right? Because it's like, oh, that you go to Asmodee, you flip to him in like the fucking grimoire, or you flip to him in like a book of the Goetia, and it's like, oh, Asmodee can like break up a wife and husband, or Asmodee can break up relationships, or Asmodee, and it's just saying all these distortions of Asmodee, right? Because Asmodee, he's a being of romance. He's a being of immense seduction, right? And what's coming to my mind right now is Robert Greene, right? I would consider, and I actually talked to a lot of, it's weird, I talked to a lot of sons of Asmodee. Well, it's not weird, it makes a lot of sense. I have a lot of, I worked with Asmodee heavily. I love Asmodee. He's really really good being to work with. He's kind of like King Paimon, always there empowering you. For me, he helped me learn a lot of new things. I got a new camera. I had to set up a stream. Definitely, different goetic beings, different energies really helped me to understand how to do it a lot faster, right? Asmodee can help you in skills, strength of will. He can help you in sex magic, right? There's a lot of things that Asmodee can do without the distortion. So it's not about going to Asmodee and trying to get pussy, right? It's not about going to Asmodee and trying to get bitches. It's about going to Asmodee and saying, hey man, I would really like love in this moment, or I don't know how to talk to women. Truly, I remember when I didn't, chicks would always like overpower me with like that dark feminine. I'd be working with Lilith kind of be fucking with me through like different chicks, right? So I mean, in the sense that like, Lilith likes to play games. I was heavily working with Lilith. Some of the women that I know are like, daughters of Lilith. So it's like, I can see that Lilith come out and kind of fuck with me a little bit, like play, like very playful, right? I love Lilith. No shots at Lilith. I'm just letting people know that Lilith energy, that playful essence, right? When you see that seductive playfulness come out of a feminine, you can kind of see the Lilith behind her, right? So Asmodee, back to Asmodee. Asmodee, if you go to him and you just ask him like, how can I have a better relationship with my spouse or with my lover? You will then start to get so much positive feedback about how you could better your relationship, or how to, like, let's go with seduce in a positive way, how to seduce your lover, right? Because who doesn't like to be seduced? Who doesn't like that fantasy and that romance if it's real, right? With seduction with someone you love, or someone that you can trust, it's always the most positive thing. It's always the most positive outcome, right? Because you can feel something new from that. Everybody wants love. You're playing if you don't want love. You know what I mean? Everybody wants love. We all, me being a Tanu, I am that Eros energy. Atanu is the word all as well for Eros. You could even say that I'm the reincarnation of Eros. I am Eros in the human form, in the human flesh now. But in a sense, actually, I even want to take this moment because Asmodee is kind of like hinting it as well. Where so a lot of the Goetia, right? Whether it be actually 1 second. Okay, cool. So, oh, that's beautiful. Okay, before we get into the next part, actually, this is what Jessica said. She said, "And what's up, Jessica? That's the Occultcat fam. That's the cat fam. Jessica. So okay, I went to Asmodeus to help find my lust slash passion for life. Guys, take notes on this. That's really Jessica. Thank you for what you said. That exemplifies or that shows exactly what I was saying. Thank you for saying that. We can go to Asmodeus to um to find our lust and passion for life. Thank you for saying that. And then she said he started to come into my dreams lately. It's through our dreams. If you're a dreamer, it's through our dreams. That's where they teach us. Is through our dreams. So, uh, so that's beautiful, and you're gonna start to learn a lot from Asmodeus. He can teach you, especially like lust and passion for life. You're gonna start to find your desires, what you love, right? Who is Jessica? What are the things that you love to do? I bought a new camera myself, didn't understand it. I was kind of like, wow, this is like all the expensive camera. This is a big deal. I got to learn how to use it. Asmodee showed me how to use it, and from that, I just started to have a better, lust for life. Like you were saying, passion for life. I go outside and I take pictures, and I see the birds, I see the trees. Even just, filming videos, getting to be outside and film videos, not just being on my computer. And I definitely, if I wasn't able to pick it up as fast, I probably wouldn't have wanted to do it as much. But truly, since I just had that like urge, like, no, you're good at this, like, just do it. That's that Asmodee energy. I saw and then G Jome. I saw Paimon in a dream. Try to see what King Paimon was conveying to you, right? There must be a reason he was coming to you other than just to come to the dream, but maybe he was showing you he was there. What is King Paimon teaching you? What are you learning from him? And same with you, Jessica. What are you learning from Asmodeus? Or you kind of already said it, but so that was trippy, lol. Rust Cole, that was trippy. Okay, so what's up, Rust? Um, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jessica. Yeah, if you guys can leave, hit the like button. If you don't, I'm gonna come and find you. No, I'm just fucking around, you guys. But leaving the like or hitting the like button definitely would empower you guys. Also, checking out, my services, also the Patreon. So I'm gonna be getting off the stream in just a little bit because my battery is about to die. I will be streaming later, just letting you guys know. I'm just gonna charge up my camera. I gotta go to fucking MMA practice and shit, and then I'm gonna charge my camera while I'm there or before. And then we're gonna continue with the rest of this tonight. I am doing the Patreon ritual tonight. I'm even gonna record it this month because I got the camera. I'm gonna edit the whole ritual as well. This is a part of the ritual. So I have programmed the Patreon with the energies that are coming forward. Anybody that wishes to embrace their fate and their destiny, this Patreon I'm doing a ritual. It's worth like a lot. I'm giving it for a limited time only, and I want the people that are led to this to, and who take it serious to understand that you are truly when you pay it's just fucking $50 a month. You know what I'm saying? That's like